And then that which I've never watched Stranger Things. Like I watched like 5 episodes, 4 or 5 episodes maybe of the first season. But there was that clip of two of the characters. I guess they were dating or something, and they were singing the theme for Neverending Story. I that made me want to watch the show. It's such a nostalgic song. Speaking of nostalgia for me anyway, which I'm 25, so I'm not old, but I'm not like I'm not a teenager. I've been playing video games since literally like I could. I think I started playing video games when I was 3 or 4, somewhere around there. And I was scrolling through TikTok today, and yes, old man emojis, yes. The one of the videos I saw when I was scrolling was a lady playing harp, and she was playing the main theme for Final Fantasy X, which is like in my top 3 video games of all time. And oh god. But just I hadn't heard it in so long. It just like gave me that wave of nostalgia. And it was great. So I probably have to ride on this fella. And jump. Oop. Oh! Oh. Can't grab onto that, it's too scaly. Give me your belly. Give it to me. I want to grab that tum. Dip it low. I don't know if this is even what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh, there we go. What do you think? What are you gonna do, buddy? I'm not getting anywhere with this. This man's legs are penetrable. Alright, I obviously need to get on top of him. The power of the earth shall shake even the Colossus. Yeah, turn around, you idiot. Dummy. Oh, he stepped on me. Is there like an environmental thing I need to do? Ah, I see. So these will probably knock him onto his back. Oh god. Come on, bucko. You just step over top of this geyser. Don't look at me with those eyes. Oh. Oh. Oh, he's toppling. Shit. I thought I had my sword out, but I did not. I am really enjoying this, though. I remember when I played the PS3 version, I wasn't actually that into it. It was, like, I didn't hate it or anything, but it didn't strike me particularly. And I never played it on the PS2. I was a little young to kind of understand. Like, I would not have been able to figure out what to do in this game. But I'm enjoying it quite a bit this time around. He's toppling. What the hell do I grab onto? Whoa, hey! Oh. Okay, we're fine. We made it. Alright, I'm gonna stab this fucker in his head. Dude, stop wiggling. Dude, stop, you're gonna make me fall. That's the joke, because he wants to do that. That's why he's doing it. But I have other plans. This isn't his only weakness sigil, is it? I'm about to kill this guy with just one weakness sigil? Oh yeah, that's it. That's all it took. How the mighty have fallen. I don't want to stop playing. But I have to get up in like 6 hours. I'm bleeding black from my eyes and my crotch. Excuse me. Ooh, this is the yeah, the sand guy, the sandworm. I think that's one of them. It's weird that I remember them as they come up. And the only one I specifically remember, like, that I haven't yet fought is the final one. Which, he's like a big, I don't even know how to describe him. Like a big guy that's far away. Like, I don't know why I remember that he's far away, but... or you have to, like, run through some obstacles to get up close to him or something. Alright, which way? The best one is one you have to use fire against. Is there a land bridge? There is a land bridge. And Isaiah, I'm not trying to like ignore your messages or anything, but just you sent that long message while I was in the middle of the fight and I didn't want to pause the game. But yeah, I also, well, I mean, I'm an only child, so I didn't have that exact thing, but it was I remember when the game came out and I remember people talking about it. You know, some people thought it was great and some people were like, well, there's not a lot to it, because at the time, I mean, video games were like, there's usually a lot more action going on, stuff like that. Like, I mean, I wasn't too privy on it. Like, the some of the message boards I would go on, like game facts and stuff like that, people would talk about it and discuss, which, I mean, it wasn't something I was super into, but I would occasionally see some of the things that people were saying about it. And then, you know, a few years later, people were like, yeah, this game is actually like a piece of art. And it's one of the best, maybe not one of the best video games ever, but one of the best artistic visions of a video game ever. And I was always intrigued by that, but it was never like to the point where I wanted to experience it for myself. At least like past the point of, you know, watching a YouTube playthrough, which I have watched a YouTube playthrough. I've never played through it myself, past like the third Colossus, I think. But I mean, it is pretty interesting, and it was very progressive for its time, especially because, you know, there's only 16 enemies in the whole game. It's funny you say that, Brandon. He said, I waited half my life for The Last Guardian because this and Ico were great, and then never played it. I was the same way. Because when they announced The Last Guardian, what was it, 2009, I think, maybe, when they announced it? It was like, fuck yeah. Oh, it was even way before that, apparently. Last Guardian was supposed to be a PS3 launch game. And I just never... I mean, I was excited for it from the very first time I heard of it. Because I was like, they're gonna have like this realistic-ass, you know... whatever that guy is, the Trico. Well, I know his name is Trico. I don't know what he is. But then it kept getting delayed, kept getting delayed, kept getting delayed. And eventually I just kind of forgot about it. And then it released, whenever it released, like 2017, I think, 2018 maybe. And I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna play the shit out of this. And then just never even touched it. Because I knew I wasn't gonna buy it. Because it was gonna be one of those games that I play through it and then I never play it again. But then yeah, you bought it, so I was like, I'll just borrow it whenever Brandon's done with it. And then you never played it, so I was like, well, I'll just borrow it sometime because you never played it. You're worried about getting disappointed? I don't even think that's why I don't want to play it. I think I just don't want to play it because I don't know. It's just this style of game is very overwhelming to me, I guess. That's not even the right way to put it. It's just like I don't like games that take a certain amount of control away from me. Like, for example, how the controls are so unresponsive in this game. Yo. Do you mind? But it's just like, how in like, in the old Resident Evil games, you have those tank controls. And it's on purpose, you know, it's supposed to make you feel, you know, like you're in more danger. But I just don't like that. It's more immersive, I guess, yeah, but I don't care for that concept in video games. This guy is kind of creepy. It's kind of scary. Or it's just like when you have games like, which this is a weird example because I really like Red Dead Redemption 2. But I hate in that game how it's quote-unquote realistic. Like you have to eat food when you get hungry and shit like that. It's just, that's not... Yeah, it's realistic, and maybe for some people it immerses them more in the game, but it's just not fun. And that's the main point of video games, is to be enjoyable. I don't think it's enjoyable. And it's the same way with the control thing. Like, some games are purposefully unresponsive when it comes to their controls. To add to the tension or what have you. And it's like, well, I mean, you can do that. I mean, literally, it's your game. It's fine, but it's not what I like, I guess. So did I get this one, or did I get the other one? So it looks like I got this one. Unless there's one on top here. There we go. Dude, stop thrashing. Are you a Metallica fan? But like old Metallica, not new Metallica. Maybe Death Magnetic. That was kind of thrashy. I mean, All Nightmare Long. That was a banger. Will anybody even get that reference? I don't think so. What was I saying? Yeah, basically, I get the idea, and I get the choice to do it that way. For me personally, it doesn't really work, and that's why I have so much trouble. I had so much, like, I guess, hesitancy to come into this game. Because I thought that I was going to have more trouble than I actually am because of the controls. I for some reason, I remember the grip and everything giving me trouble, and kind of like getting a little frustrated with the you know, the shaking mechanic, because obviously the Colossi are trying to shake you off because you're killing them. But just something about, like, it's not super clear when you're going to be stunned, quote unquote, out of your attack. I don't know. Yeah, Bryant's out of here, huh? Would have been nice if he said bye. I'm gonna call him out in the group chat. Jerk. Alright. 212, huh? I need to go to bed. I really don't want to. I want to keep playing, but I need to go to bed. So we got 10 defeated. That means we only have 6 Colossi left. Now, I don't know for sure, because things, like I said, things are going a little better than I thought they would be, as far as, like, controls and stuff. So maybe I will, you know, do all the time attack stuff. So, who knows? And if I end up doing that, I might just end up doing the whole collection stuff too. Who knows? But, yeah, I'll be streaming tomorrow night as well. Stream every night except Sundays, generally. Um, Tomorrow night I'll get on a little bit earlier, like 9, 8:39ish p.m. Central, or not Central, Jesus, Eastern time. Um, Still playing Shadow of the Colossus unless Kat decides she wants to play some Overcooked, and assuming that she does not go into labor. If she goes into labor, I'll post something saying, "Hey, I'm not gonna be streaming for a little bit, 'cause baby." But yeah, just come back for the next stream, which I'm assuming will be tomorrow night, unless Kat goes into labor. And yeah, give me a follow if you feel so inclined. Much appreciated. And I will see you guys later. Thanks for joining me.